It's late, but I have energy because we are going to be talking about books. I love books. You might even get 2 videos related to books because I have comic books waiting for me at home that I'm really, really excited about. But first, let's look at this article because my social work colleague sent it to me. I got super, super excited. It's talking about how amazing YA books can be to have conversations. And I always say, one, literature is important, reading is important, but two, do not underestimate a good YA book, a good children's book, because you can get a lot of information, beautiful visuals from children and YA books. So edutopia.org uploaded an article called 12 Graphic Novels About Mental Health. And let me read you some of it because, again, it expresses why I love books and I love children's books and why it could be such a useful resource as a school social worker, as a therapist, as a parent. Oh, so let's start. It talks about mental health. A 2023 study cited by the National Institute of Health says that 1 in 5 young people ages 12 to 17 in the United States is currently diagnosed with a mental or behavioral health condition, the most common being anxiety and depression. Yes, absolutely. I am seeing it in schools, and I've said it in other videos. I will not be surprised if PTSD symptoms, diagnosis stop coming up with everything that's happening, right? So between 2016 to 2023, the number of adolescents receiving mental health or behavioral health diagnosis increased by 35%. Yes, again, yes. So it talks a little bit about SEL. Some schools are responding and hiring more people to support SEL. Some schools are sadly not. So many recently published graphic novels for middle school readers can help to meet the need for relevant child-centered resources. These books do not shy away from topics like depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, eating disorder, addiction, and selective mutism. So, why graphic novels are important? It says it in the article. Some of the things that I've mentioned. It opens up dialogue, facilitates communication. If you're doing a book study with your child, like you're having these interactions, it removes the stigma around mental illness. A lot of us are dealing with mental health things. And every time I talk to a new child, a new student, they're always like, really? Yeah, a lot of us are dealing with this. It's educating readers and building empathy, leading to greater understanding and acceptance. So if you're not dealing with this, but if you're reading that book, again, those conversations are being had. Another point they said, ensuring that students can see themselves in book, representation matters, and demonstrating resilience because the books, you have a beginning, middle, end. The end, either they're talking about coping strategies or they're talking about how they dealt with it or some challenging situations, and it helps children, I was going to say students because I'm a school social worker, children understand problem solving, coping strategies, emotional regulations, and what to do in those situations. Even if it's not you, again, empathy. If it's not you, your child is like, well, this character talk to someone, talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, and then they're using those problem solving skills with their friends. Then they show you 12 graphic novels. So let me post a picture now. If you didn't catch it, screenshot it, go to the edutopia.org article. Again, it is called 12 Graphic Novels About Mental Health. And then out of that, what have I read? I've read Speechless, because yes, I read graphic novels. Speechless is about social anxiety and selective mutism. I've also read Weirdo. It's about bullying and fitting in. What else have I read? Oh, I've also read Hey Kiddo, which is about the mom struggling with addiction and then the child having to live with grandparents and how those adjustments and things happen. And the last book that I've read from this list is Friends Forever. This book is about depression, relationship, identity. And honestly, this is not the end of the books. A book that I literally just read on Tuesday is called Curl Friends, new in town, and it's talking about a girl who's new in town and wanting to be popular and having to deal with identity and friendship and relationships. So there's definitely more books out there. And then I have to do one more book recommendation. It is not a graphic novel, but if literacy is the issue, this book is in poem form, and the way it is written is just beautiful. Like, you could get into the author's brain, like you felt the thoughts, right? The way, just amazing. It's called Louder Than Hunger. It's about eating disorder. I just have to do an honorable mention because that one's a good one. So in conclusion, read a book. Graphic novels are great because they're short and visually they're beautiful, and there's so many great authors out there, and you can connect with your students or your children when you read together.